Hey, what's up? Welcome or welcome back. I am so glad that you are here and that you stopped by. What's good? You already know that if you are seeing me, I have a message for you. And if this is your first time seeing me, what up, though? I got a message for you. If you think that I don't have a message for you, it's because I don't. You can clock and scroll at the same time if you know what time it is. If you are interested in booking a reading, holla at your girl. I have all the information in my description box below. Or you can DM me on here and we can make some arrangements, okay? So let's see what Holy Spirit has to say. It's so funny because I started off this morning clearing all the karmic holes out of my life. I did a story time, and that story time turned into a story time / a read. And I guess because Spirit was telling me like something is over. Something has been lifted. The shit, the curse, the hex, everything has been lifted and everything makes sense now. And I think it's because I was finally able to get that particular masculine out of my life. So because I finally was able to cut the fucking cord, now all the shit that was coming against me because of this masculine is done. It's done. I'm free. And I had no idea really the source of the shit that was happening, where it was coming from. I just knew things were happening, right? I feel like I'm a part of the collective, so I feel like that's like I had to do this because of the collective, right? So I feel like you could possibly be going through something or have just ended something, which is why you're free, right? So let's see, Holy Spirit. Let's get some messages for the collective and see what's going on. I see at the bottom deck already, there's the Eight of Cups. Whatever you have just walked away from, or whatever you have or are about to walk away from, I'm telling you, is about to clear years of bullshit. Okay, these people, this was a coven of bitches. I feel like in the energy, I was pulling on more than one person, right? That was grouping up together to come against me. And I was pulling on more than one person. This person particularly that I was dealing with had two BMs. One is estranged, and he had a Harlem of different hoes, right? And I feel like these hoes have been working on me. And mainly one in particular with maybe their family or something of that nature, but whatever have you, the thing about it is I'm aware now. I'm aware of it. I know it was done. I know when things were done. And I feel like it's all because it's over. It's over now. They can't touch me. They can't touch whatever. Things are going back. People are getting karma and it's over. But I feel like this is happening for you as well because I am part of the collective. And yeah, you're going to receive some type of message. Maybe it's from me. Maybe it's a physical message in a 3D. But you're going to feel some type of message or confirmation that whatever you've been experiencing, especially in regards to your love life and your finances being effed up, baby, when I tell you, it was these hoes the whole time. It was literally just jealousy. And as I explained in my post that I just made, some are literally still uploading now. But as I was explaining in these posts, is that, you get what I'm saying? I was actively trying to get into other relationships. Like I've been proposed to like 4 times. So I've been actively trying to leave this particular warlock that I was fucking with, right? Because I didn't know he was a fucking warlock at the time. I didn't know he was working on me with these hoes. I didn't know what was going on. All I knew was I could not let it go. It was nothing about him on paper or off motherfucking paper that would make me have this hold on me like this. You know what I'm saying? When I tell you, this person had a fucking hold on me until he just didn't, right? I don't know if it's my commitment that I'm in now, my marriage. I don't know if that broke the spell or the hold. I had absolutely no desire, no feelings, no nothing for this person. It's almost crazy because, like, you guys know I struggle with gardening, right? And so I was feeling like, damn, I cannot stop gardening. I want to. I've tried to stop for years, but I always go back to it. When I tell you I woke up this morning with not an urge to garden at all, I feel like something has been lifted off of me, literally. Let's see, Holy Spirit, messages for the collective. Look, the Emperor. Girl, I'm telling you. Like, I don't know if it's... Look, I do feel like a lot of what we're going through has a lot to do with the Emperor that's coming into our life or that's already in our life. I feel like their protection is not just physical protection. I feel like there's some type of energetic protection that this emperor either consciously or subconsciously provides. I feel like they subconsciously provide this energetic protection because they're so adamant about protecting you into 3D, right? About protecting you into 3D, right? You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to, yeah, I don't know who that is, so. Look, the Knight of Pentacles with the Tower. I feel like this was a lot of things of like a lot of putting in work, putting in effort, putting in time, putting in energy into things that were seemingly starting to just like not work out or not produce the results that it used to. Now I realized that these hoes was doing money magic on me, right? When I first started doing my readings, I wasn't even as good as I am now. But when I first started doing my readings, I would get a lot of personals on my lives. I would get upwards to 10 personals on each live, you know what I'm saying? And or more than that. And it was really good. However, I have not done that ever again. And I see smaller creators with that gets personals, more personals and things of that nature. And I'm like, that's just so interesting. And I never really correlated it to people are working on me. I correlated to I just got to work harder. I just got to put more time in it. It's just not my time yet, and it's okay. You get what I'm saying? I just got to be patient. Like, I got banned off of here at 10K. When I first hit 10K, I had got banned on here. And like, at that point, this was my only source of income. And so like, I was like literally just living off of doing readings, right? And everything changed. And I felt like I wasn't getting clients like I used to, but my skills, my everything was leveling up, right? So it was like no one wanted to invest like they used to, even ask a damn question. Everybody just wanted to cipher off my energy for free, right? And I'm just like, why is this happening? Maybe, and I kept blaming myself in that time. Now I know it was people doing work on my finances. And I know it was someone that I was actively sleeping with at the time and people that they were actively sleeping with doing work on my finances. Let's see, Holy Spirit. Look. King of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. Now something is over. As a person who went through that, to do a money cleanse to remove the blockages, okay? Because it's like I'm looking at it now because it's like it seems like whatever change this was, I feel like the first thing that had to come up was the awareness that something was happening. The awareness. I feel like we have this radical acceptance, right? Sometimes, and we tend to look inward when things happen. Like, what am I doing, right? And it's like, now I can sense the bigger jealousy that was placed upon my money. And now certain things and certain comments that were made all make sense. Like I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, which is funny. My YouTube channel has over 5,000 subscribers on there, but my videos get 20 views. It just does not ever make sense. But at the end of the day, I still post on there because to me, it really was never about, oh, I'm trying to be famous or, oh, I'm trying to be rich. It was never that. It was literally, I have divine messages. I'm going to put them out to the collective. And who see it is who see it. You get what I'm saying? And that's just like literally just be it. You get what I'm saying? And so I still, I post on there now. But it's like, I remember this particular person saying, oh, because aren't you about to have millions of dollars? Or aren't you about to be a millionaire? Or no, he's like, didn't you tell me that you do social media now and you about to be a millionaire? I said, I've never said that before. I've never said that. I never think that. That's not even how that shit works. That's not even where I'm gonna get my true abundance from, is doing readings. I never thought that. But it's like the fact that he said that made me realize this bitch had been working on my fucking finances, because he thought that I was gonna come into some money, or got a reading from one of these hoes, told them I was gonna come into some money. You get what I'm saying? Through this, and that's where they started to attack. Yeah. And I feel like things were delayed. And I feel like that was supposed to cause frustration. And it was supposed to make me give up. It's not that I was telling people what I was doing, because like I said, I never said that to this person. It's that I'm on a public forum, right? I am on a public place. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I post on Instagram. So it's not so much of moving in silence. You're going to see me. You're going to see me posting. You're going to see my consistency. You're going to see my talent. You're going to see it. It's not something that I tell people. I don't go out being like, hey, I'm a tarot reader. I don't be going out, when I'm out in public, I don't tell people I read. I don't tell people that I read on TikTok. I don't tell people that shit. I really don't. Half the time I'm reading, I have an actual other job. And if anything, I tell people that I do whatever job I'm working at the time. I never tell people anything. If anything, this is somebody who's gotten readings on me and tried to figure out what the hell I'm doing. Just like you. I feel like, not you per se, but I'm saying like, I feel like this is relevant because I feel like we're all collectively going through it, but I feel like we all collectively it's ending. I feel like there's a shift happening. There is something being lifted, and I feel like it's all about us acknowledging where it was coming from. Because I feel like one of the true reasons why this magic was able to work so great is because we didn't really know where it was coming from. Like I said, at the time, this is somebody that I was actively hunching on. Okay? Like, I was in love with this person. I thought they was in love with me, right? Whole time, this is somebody who was trying to siphon my energy to bring it back to big belly, little hair ass hoes. Okay? To try to destiny swap our shits together. Because maybe this bitch read, but the bitch don't read like me. And bitch, you can read. It's a lot of amazing readers out here. But some people just want to step on others. And I don't know what this bitch do in her life. I don't know what she got going on. Or they, because it's not just one. It's multiple. Okay? It's multiple of these hoes. And I don't know if the bitch was mad because I had the confidence to get up on here like this and do my purpose. When a bitch feel like she could never. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what it was. All I know is now I'm aware, and now whatever was on me is off me. Period. I feel different, literally. Let's see. Got the star. And I feel like that's what it was. It was like messages of like, and I'm using my story because that's just the way Spirit wants to like throw it out here. But like I said, take what resonates from this. Don't make it fit if it don't. You feel me? But I feel like some of us went through the same type of stuff, or we're going through the same things. Which is why I'm able to read for you the way I'm able to read for you. And it's like somebody feels like they've received some type of messages about your divine inheritance, about your divine purpose, and about your place in life. Somebody also felt like you were going to have a destined love come into your life. And this destined lover was also going to be someone that was on their purpose, on their path, and they were going to be blessed. They're blessed as well. I feel like the person that's coming in your life or in your life, this is somebody that is financially stable. Okay? And if they're not, then that's not your person. It's not, or this part is not your story. Point blank, period. But I feel like they've been trying to keep us, per se, at a distance from this divine counterpart. They've been trying to keep us they've been trying to confuse us with who our true divine counterpart is by placing this particular masculine in that arena and trying to give them similar, or make them act similar, right? But the thing about it is, once you come in contact with your divine masculine and the divine masculine come in contact with their divine feminine, it's like you'll see the phony in the facade. I feel like, personally, with my husband, he has dealt, and it's so funny. It's so funny because the karmic that he dealt with, that he cycled through, he had a very, very similar experience with this karmic that I've had with mine, that I thought was my person, right? Why do they both have the same initials? They both have the same initials. Like, this shit goes so fucking far and deep, bro. You have no idea. Also, I feel like slight variations, I don't know. I just feel like it was a lot of stuff being worked on to try to keep divine people away. And they put imposters in the mix to try to make it, you get what I'm saying, for many, many, many years. I definitely thought that this person was my masculine, was my twin for many years. And that's why for many years I was dealing with financial bullshit. And that's why for many years I was dealing with just bullshit in general, right? Because I'm thinking that this is my person. Whole time it's a karmic. Whole time it's actually a warlock. A fucking warlock. Same thing with my masculine. The whole time this bitch got shit going on that's similar. You get what I'm saying? But it's not me. It's not it. And whole time, this bitch a witch. This shit go deep as hell. It's all about, y'all, I'm finally about to legally change my name. I only changed my name on fucking Facebook. Literally. I be procrastinating. But I'm finally about to legally change my last name. And it dawned on me, because our certificate came yesterday. And it dawned on me. This shit is about bloodlines. Whole time, this has been about infiltrating bloodlines. And this has been about merging. Let's see. Mind you, I never had a baby by this person, but they wanted one with me. Mind you, he's never had a baby with that person. Okay? I know y'all feeling it because I know y'all have gone through something similar, bro. I know it. Telling you, look. Now, he wanted a baby with me. Talked about it a lot. Wanted a child. This bitch, I don't know what's going on with her reproductive system, but she wanted to marry my husband, right? Never happened. Nothing ever happened. And I feel like there's always been divine protection, but they've kept us distracted for a while. They've kept both of us distracted for a while, but we didn't know each other. We hadn't crossed paths. And I feel like the whole point of these individuals being placed there, the way they've been placed, was so we never cross paths. And one fateful night, And when we crossed paths, our souls immediately recognized who the other was. My husband, he told me before we kissed, before we had sex, he asked me to be his wife. He told me, I will marry you tomorrow and figure everything else out later. Literally. We knew, look. I'm thinking, this is so like. But one thing I realized by being married, I've only been married for a couple months. Only thing I realized is that as soon as we actually tied the knot, we started getting attacked almost immediately. Immediately. And so I was thinking about it and I was like, damn, why is this happening? But then I realized the devil fucking hates marriage. The devil literally hates marriage, hates divine union. Let's see. Literally, we were getting so attacked. People were so confused. Mind you, I didn't do anything. I'm just me, right? Everybody in my husband's life. I feel like I was on a fucking witch trial, right? Everybody, she's a witch. She's a witch. She's evil. She's evil. Is she the devil? Da da da. I'm like, this marriage shit wasn't even my idea. This was his idea. Wasn't my idea. Was not my idea, baby. This was all his idea. You think I asked him to marry me? I thought he was fucking playing. I thought he was joking. I didn't take it serious. So he asked me again. Because he was for real. That's how it's going to be for you. I feel like you're going to come into a situation to where something feels like it's happening fast. Or it's happening, the speed or the pace of it is off. And it's because this is not a ordinary meeting, encounter. This is not just an ordinary situation in your life. And you're going to want to run from this. You're going to want to run from it because of the speed in which it's going is going to scare you. And you're going to question if you made the right choice. You're going to question if this was crazy. You're going to question, is this a manic episode? You're going to question all these things because you're going to get so fucking attacked. I feel like this is the part that no one wants to talk about when it comes down to union. You are going to get attacked. I'm telling you, before we got married, everything was fine. Everything was fine. It's almost like something in the air shifted when we signed the papers. Like even on our way to getting married, like everything's fine. Everything's fine. But as soon as we got married, the attacks, the evil eye, the slander, the smear campaigns, the rumors. Mad because I know. It's crazy. Mad at me for just knowing. I'm being accused of putting motherfucking blood in spaghetti. Nigga, I never even made him spaghetti. Like, what the fuck? For your information. And that sounds fucking gross. That sounds like assault. Putting bodily fluids in someone's food sounds like fucking assault. And the bitch is mad because maybe you did it and it didn't work. You're trying to figure out, wow, I done been with this nigga for all these years. And he ain't never want to marry me. What do you have? Literally ask me. What did you do to make him want to? Bitch, what? What you mean, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Our souls recognize each other. I don't know. But I'm obsessed. I love him. He love me, bitch. I don't know. And that's how it's going to be with you and your person. Y'all souls are going to... Somebody made pasta last night. That's too much. There ain't no coincidences. That's weird as fuck for her to ask, right? It made me immediately think. First of all, too, she was so angry. Mind you, she has a nigga. Right? You got somebody. But you're telling my husband now that he was stupid for marrying me because I'm a tarot reader and because I probably did spell work on him and put blood in his spaghetti, because ain't no way he want to marry me and all the years that they've been knowing each other never wanted to marry her. Was calling me all kinds of bitches. I said, bitch, if you're going to call me a bitch, you need to put the motherfucking baddest in front of it, ho. Don't you ever forget that. I also told her that, first of all, I love God and I have a real relationship with God. Maybe my love for God and my love for myself, maybe that's what attracted my husband to me. Oh, it's glitching because they don't want me to expose the shit. That's what I do, baby. I'm a truth teller. Fight me. That's what I do. I'm not going to stop telling the truth for nobody. I'm not going to stop living in my purpose for nobody. That's what I do. It is what it is. Every time I would make a post on Facebook, do you know somebody from his family, his friend group, anybody will take a literal screenshot of the statuses that I make, the posts that I make, and send it to him. The attacks were crazy. The attacks were crazy. Look, nothing that they did was ever going to make this not move forward. And that's how I knew that this was the difference between a toxic situation. I knew this was the difference between, and this is how you would know too. When you are really in a divine union with somebody, it's going to evolve. You're not going to just have cycles and cycles and cycles with this person that never lead to anything else. Everything you do with this person, y'all gonna go through y'all bullshit. Y'all gonna get over it. Y'all gonna go through bullshit. Y'all gonna get over, but you're gonna ascend to a higher level in this commitment. This commitment is not going to just be nothing. Okay, so you're gonna say, well, you're married. Where could this commitment ascend to? Now, this is about the goals that him and I are going to accomplish together within our marriage. That is meant to help the collective and bring everyone. It's to raise the vibration of everyone around us. People don't like light sometimes when they're so used to darkness, because it exposes things about them that they don't want to acknowledge. And I think that's what I did. My energy did. It exposed things about them, about themselves, that they did not want to acknowledge. And that's just not our problem. That's just not our problem. Look, we got the Emperor here with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. You trying to tell us anything about each other is not working. It's not working. It's just making you look like crazy. He was like, damn, she got a man. Why is she, like, he looking like, is people coming out with weird feelings and shit? Unresolved feelings and shit for me? The test. Look, the test. Trying to make us believe that this is a lie. When you are really in your divine partnership with who you're supposed to be with, everybody around you is going to try to force you to believe it is a lie, that it is not true. Mind you, no one's ever gave a fuck when you were going through karmic cycles with motherfuckers that did not really care about you. When you were going through karmic cycles with people and in relationships and dead-end relationships with people, no one really batted an eye. No one really cared like that. They may have made a couple comments here and a couple comments there, but nobody was sending you 4-page motherfucking letters about why you shouldn't be with the person you're with, and they never even met them before. No one's doing that. The devil hates marriage. I'm telling you. They hate it. Nobody ever. When I was dealing with my motherfucking karmic warlock nigga that's been ciphering my energy for the last couple years, do you think somebody came and was like writing me letters? Oh, don't fuck with him. Don't do this. No one cared. It was all like, whatever. She'll learn eventually. He's not the one. When my husband was dealing with his karmic feminine that has done a gang of shit to him, was there anybody writing him 4-page letters? I've never done anything to my husband. I've only given my husband love. I've only tried to heal him. Literally, all I care about is his diet and if his sugar is regulated. That's literally all I care about. And people are like, no, don't be with her. She's a fucking witch. Because I want to heal my husband. Because I want him to go to the gym. Because I look for certain things online that could help his condition. Now I'm a witch. Because I want him to live and be healthy. Because I want to have a very long life with him. People hate that. The way you're going to see the devil work through everybody around you. People started lying to me. People started lying to me about him. People will get to really trying to make it seem like you're making the wrong decision. As if you about to do anything to change it. Now, we're talking about people who are miserable in their own marriage that never left. So you telling me you could be unhappy in your marriage and never leave, but two people that you see happy together should not be together. Are we making this make sense? I like things to make sense. We're seeing people who's never gotten a commitment from anybody talk about why you shouldn't be committed to this person that they never met. The devil came through. The devil was working through people, baby. I'm telling you, look. And it was blocked. And you will see that in your connections. You'll see how they try to talk. They try to say all things that they could say. And if this was not a divine connection, maybe something would have penetrated. Maybe something would have penetrated. I've been ganged up on before in connections. With my children's dad, I have 2 kids by this man. When I got with him and had my first baby, My ex-boyfriend prior to that relationship that I was with for 3 years, that was obsessed with me, that used to stay outside of my house when I kicked him out, that I used to literally pray that he found somebody. Yeah, that guy convinced him that he wasn't the father of my child. And he believed him. He convinced my man at the time to turn against me and our child. And he did it for years. Turned against us. Because it was not a divine connection. The shit that other people said. Now you listen to some ops of mine. You listen to somebody that was clearly upset that I was even pregnant in the first place, and it wasn't by him. You listen to somebody that was clearly upset that we were never together anymore. This is somebody that I would say, get out of my house, and they will literally camp out in my driveway. This is somebody that would literally know they have seizures if they drink alcohol and would purposely drink alcohol so they can have a seizure so I can leave whatever function we're at. This the person that you let manipulate you out of your family because it was not a divine union. Things said about me from people that do not like me should not have made you feel like anything. That should have been blocked, but it wasn't. The devil is using my family to destroy my marriage. Yes. It's time to fight back. The devil hates marriage. Hates it. Definitely wants it to never happen. See, I feel like everybody in here, divine, like this twin flame union and all kind of stuff, I honestly feel like that's what it's leading to, marriage. And that's why people say, oh, this twin flame journey is so hard, Because once you actually get into the union with that person and marry that person, that's when you get the real fucking attacks. No one gives a fuck for real. Too much. If it ain't on paper. I'm telling you, in none of the relationships I've ever been in my entire life, have I gotten attacked the way I was attacked in this situation. Except for that one time. But guess what? Me and this man was bringing life into the world. And that man wanted to marry me. Let's keep that in mind. This is somebody who wanted to marry me, and I brought life into this world with this person. Let's keep that in mind. Those are the only relationships that I've ever had that have been attacked so bad from the outside. The outside. But the difference between my husband and my baby daddy, I guess, is the fact that when it came down to people talking against me and fucking trying to turn him against me, he cleaved to me and protected me and defended me. Whereas my baby daddy, he actually cleaved to the other team. Try to be friends with the other team. You get what I'm saying? Look. And it all comes to, I feel like when you reach a certain level in your spiritual journey, this is when this divine union is going to take place and take shape. It's going to be after all the third parties, all the juggling, all the delays, all of the issues. It's going to be exactly when you feel whole. Which is why you and this person, and I feel like you and this person could possibly not even be on the same level spiritually. I feel like there's going to be a imbalance with where you are spiritually and where this person is spiritually. But I do feel like you being who you are and your energy is going to automatically raise this person's vibration. Because you're not going to look at this relationship in a codependent manner. You're not going to look at this person as someone that you have to rely on for everything. In the way in which they want you to scope marriage, you're going to realize that you're whole within you first. And that your happiness is not external. That no one, no matter how close they are to you, can never give you happiness. It has to come from the inside. This is something that you're going to realize. And once you realize that and break open that, this person is coming to do this journey with you. See, this union between you and this person, this union between you and this person is going to bring up so many flaws and emotions, adverse emotions and feelings of the people around you. It's going to highlight shit first. But here's the thing, and here's the plot twist. I feel like this is going to be such a shock and such a change because people are going to realize they've never felt this way before by anybody. Or nobody's ever felt this way about them. And that's going to trigger some shit. That's going to trigger a lot of shit in people. But I feel like once they get over that initial shock, it's going to do something beautiful. It's going to ignite some type of change. And you once will find that the people that was once against you, the people that was once didn't understand why you made this decision, the people that was secretly hoping for it to fail, are going to have a change of heart. Because they're going to start to look inward. And this is what your union was meant to do. This union was meant to make people reflect. This union was meant to bring people out of their strongholds, to get people out of their insecurities, to make people want to love on themselves, to make people want to figure out, well, what the fuck did you do to get this and to feel like this? And guess what? Slowly but surely, people are going to start having new beginnings in their life around you. And it's going to start with self. Slowly but surely, because of your union, you have no idea. People are going to start wanting to focus on themselves. Work on themselves. See, you and this person, y'all wasn't brought together by accident. God didn't bring you and this person together because he thought that y'all was cute together. He brought y'all together to wake some shit up around the people around you. So they can wake something up and revitalize something in self. So they can get to this point. Because a lot of them are not at this point. A lot of them are codependent, whether emotionally, spiritually, financially. This union that you're in with this person are going to be in is meant to wake up these people around you. So then they can too get into balanced, happy unions. Because this is what God really truly wants for us all. And that's why the devil hates it. The devil hates this unity. The devil hates the unity of the people that feel whole within themselves. Because that means you're happy. And when people are happy, they tend to not do fuck shit. And when people tend to not do fuck shit, well, their souls are saved. Come on now. They looking at this divine union, and then they reevaluating the union that they in. Oh, I've been with this person for 10 years. They never wanted to marry me. Get out of that shit. Move on. Get closer to the Most High. Build that motherfucking bag. And just wait for that person to come on in. Simple. And that's what a lot of them about to do. That's what a lot of them about to do. This is aggravating to the people who don't want to heal. Your love, your union is aggravating to the people that was committed to keeping you in a low vibration. Committed. See, these motherfuckers that's mad, they're handlers. Come on now. The handlers are shaken. Because some of them don't even realize that they're meant to be placed in a position to where they keep you at a certain vibration. They keep the whole family, the whole group at a certain level or a certain vibration. So when you get this love, you get this union, it interrupts their fucking soul, baby. It interrupts their soul. because of this union that you in. You was never supposed to get out of that mental prison. You was never supposed to be able to break through the chains from that witch or that warlock you were with. That was supposed to keep you in a loop of mental crisis and of low self-esteem and of a constant state of yearning for a long time. You was never supposed to come up out of this. You was never supposed to work on yourself. You was never supposed to fucking glow up. You was never supposed to obtain that bag. You was never supposed to leave this toxic cycle of juggling. Y'all was with people that was juggling you with other people, ciphering your fucking energy, causing major delays, bro. Causing major delays. And the delays were really made so you and your person cannot cross paths. You were supposed to be so fucking consumed with these karmics, these witches and these fucking warlocks. Let's call them what they are. You were supposed to be so consumed with them in juggling that you didn't even feel like this type of love was ever going to come for you. You was never supposed to work on yourself. You was never supposed to detach and work on yourself. Thank you, baby. Ever. I don't care if the gift is 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent, 4 cent. I appreciate you because you didn't have to give me anything. I love you. I love you and I appreciate you. Look. This right here was never supposed to happen. You were supposed to always find people that were unavailable, emotionally unequipped, emotionally spread thin between multiple individuals, so you never feel whole. Let's see, Holy Spirit, let's just reflect it. Look, that's the real true gag. That's the real true everything. You said every time I scroll off your video, your voice kept playing behind the other video, so I'm back. Oh my gosh, maybe Spirit wants you to hear something here. Take it as a sign, okay. It's been glitching. It's been real glitchy out here. Look, you was never supposed to get this. When I met my husband, I met him on my brother's birthday. And I'm going to let you know this. I love my brother. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really... The last birthday I spent with my brother was his 30th birthday. And he didn't invite me to no other birthdays since then because me and him got into it on this. Like, first of all, we were both, like, super drunk, right? And he kept trying to wrestle with me, but he said I was getting serious. I wasn't getting serious, but he kept saying, you're not stronger than me. I never think I'm stronger than no man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it escalated, but I ended up getting super mad. I'm not going to lie. I got super mad because I feel like, why are you trying to... First of all, I know we're siblings, but you're like 30, right? I was like 25 at the time. I'm like, you're like fucking 30, and you're trying to wrestle with me. Nigga, I got dressed today. I'm not your little brother, for one. And I got dressed today. Right? So I'm cute right now, stupid. And you trying to like wrestle with me like we at like our parents' house or something. Leave me alone. So I got really mad. And so he didn't really invite me to none of his birthdays since then. So this particular birthday, he had came over a couple days beforehand with my nephew. And he was like, yeah, I want you to come over or whatever for my birthday. I'm gonna have a few people at the crib or whatever for like a little kickback. And I'm like, all right. So I get there or whatever, and my brother actually leaves. Like, he leaves, and I'm there. Like, I started to, like, you know, I'm just like making food, cleaning up or whatever, blah blah. It's my brother. So I'm like, you know, making food, cleaning up, and at this point it's literally just me at the house and the kids, and now people starting to come. Now my husband was the first, like, him and his cousin had came they were the second the second group of people to come. First, it was like this, one of his coworkers that came. She was the first person. It was just me and her at the time. So we were kind of talking a little bit, not really, but because I was still trying to like help get stuff ready. And then my husband and his cousin had came, right? So for a minute, it was just only us. And at this point, we'd never even talked. But prior to me meeting him there, I was not going to go. I was so fucking tired. I was so tired that day. I don't remember what I had been doing. I know I had recorded a lot. And I know that I was like cleaning up, running behind my kids. And I remember literally being like, I don't know if I'm going to go. Like I took a nap. And I woke up and my daughter was like, are we going over, uncle's house, whatever? And I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's just go. Because I don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't never invite me to shit. You know what I'm saying? I spent my last 2 birthdays with my brother. Like, on my 30th birthday, my 31st birthday, he took me to a concert. And then I forget what we did, because, But I spent my last 2 birthdays with my brother. Oh, and then we just went, like bar hopping, my 32nd birthday. So, yeah. So, I was like, let me go, because he then spent birthdays with me. So, let me go. And lo and behold, that's where we met. And I feel like that chance meeting, that's how it's going to happen for some of you. It's going to be a situation where it's like, it just so happened to where you could just possibly almost just miss each other. Yeah. I don't think you guys are going to encounter this person online. Some of you might. It's 2025, but a lot of you, these are going to be encounters that you have in the world. For some of you, I'm hearing at a job. I'm hearing it could be like a party like me. Like, for instance, my parents met at a party. My parents are still together to this day. My parents have been together for 35 years. They met at a party. I just thought about that. I gotta call my mom. I have to call my mom when I get off of here. I just thought about that. Her and my dad met at a party. At my uncle's party. That's crazy. And you know what's so funny? She said, when she met my daddy, she was like, she told her friend, like, I'm going to marry him. I'm going to marry him. And lo and behold, they've been together. It's so funny too, because and I just said a chance meeting, right, where you could just miss that person. Tell me why my mom met my dad's identical twin first and was not feeling him. Tell me why she met him first. It was like, something off. No tea, no shade. Something off. And then she saw him and was like, wait a second. That just missing. Now, what the hell would have happened if my mama would have ended up with my uncle? Life would have been different. I wouldn't be the bitch you see today. It would be an altered version of me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wouldn't have got the same Britney. Y'all wouldn't have got the same one. It would have been a slightly altered version. All right? And I feel like that's why a lot of these unions, they don't want you to cross paths with y'all person. Because who y'all gonna give birth to? Clock it. Who y'all about to give birth to? Who y'all giving birth to when you come into union with these people? Look at what I do, bro. Look at my purpose. Now, if my mom would have went with my dad's identical twin, it would not have been me. Bro. And the devil been trying to get me up out of this bitch since before I got here. I was born in 93, y'all. They told my mama that I was going to be born without being able to talk, walk, anything. They said I was going to be, legally the term was retarded. I was going to have retardation. And I would need assistance my entire life. I will never be able to live independently, is what they told my parents. Then they proceeded to ask my parents if they wanted to terminate. My mom said she was 4 months pregnant. And they asked her if she would like to terminate me at 4 months. No, that's when, yeah. Yep. Obviously, they said no. Right? They obviously said no. Fast forward. My mom's in labor with me. The umbilical cord is wrapped around my fucking neck, and I'm trying to come out ass first. They tell my dad, you gotta pick which one, because both of our heart rates are dropping. My dad said, y'all better say both of them. But that's what they telling me. But I actually feel like my daddy probably said save his woman. I'm not gonna lie. I know they try to dress the story up, but part of me feel like my daddy said save her. I feel like that. That's just how I feel. Am I right? No, I'm not. Okay. They turned me inside of my mother's belly. And my mom said in that moment, my great-grandfather that I've never met before came to her. She was very close to him. And I feel him right now. Hey, Big John. And he said, y'all gonna be okay. Y'all gonna be okay. And we are. And it's so funny that I always felt like my great-grandfather has been my guardian my whole life. Why does my husband have a variation of his name? My great-grandfather name is Johnny. My husband name is John. It's crazy. Yeah. But I'm saying all that to say is, even when my mom and my dad got together, no one wanted to see them together. Everybody told them that it wouldn't last. So many people told them that it would never last. My parents' marriage has outlasted everybody around them. Nobody around them has had, no one, my parents are the only people that I actually know that has been together for 35 years. I don't know nobody else around me, in our circle, in our family, both sides. And guess what else I don't know? I don't know another bitch like me around me. Let's just Glock it. Okay? I'm saying that to say, I don't know nobody else like me around me. My parents was together around 2 years before they had me. Let's see, Holy Spirit, let's just protect it. Look, justice. I feel like Spirit is saying you've been through so much when it comes down to love in general, just relationships. You've been through so much when it comes down to just someone finding you, or they always found you to be worthy and enough, right? But they've never felt like they could give you what you need. You had a lot of people sleeping on you. You had a lot of people sleeping on themselves, okay? Things have been unbalanced. But I feel like justice is coming in. Whether it's a message you receive through text someone's going to reach out to you, or if it's this message that I'm giving you right now. Spirit wants you to know that your justice and love is coming. And that what they thought that they did by delaying you, distracting you, making you go into yourself in hermit mode is not something that is ever worked. If anything, the delays in which you felt in your life regarding love was just character development. So when you actually come into contact with your divine counterpart, they see you the way God sees you. This goes beyond logic. It goes beyond our natural understanding. Holy Spirit messages for the collective. Look, so many people, yes, I have a YouTube. So many people are going to, and this will be on YouTube, this whole replay. So many people want you to leave this person, or is going to try to make you leave this person. It's going to be so tested. Tested. But you and this person, no matter the space, distance, whatever's happening, you're going to come back together. No, maybe you and this person may not get married right off the bat, right? And that's okay. But when y'all come back together, you will realize this is your person, because the cycles actually bring transformation. The endings actually bring transformation within this connection. It's not going to be stagnant. And you and this person are not going to be stagnant. Neither one of you. You're going to keep evolving. One telltale sign that you'll have that you're with the right person is you get to still do your purpose. They don't take from your purpose. They don't. If anything, they encourage you to keep going. They encourage you to give it your all. They don't laugh at you. They don't say, oh, I'm not into this, so I don't support it. Before me, my husband didn't watch tarot readings. And he supports me. He watches my readings now. He watches tarot now. He tells me, baby, record your little heart out. That's what you love to do. You love to record, and I want you to do it. Never heard anybody say that to me before. If anything, I've always heard, you're a devil bitch. You're an evil woman because you read tarot. Whole time, all I ever want to do is bring healing to the collective. All I ever ask is for God to use me as a vessel of light, love, and literal truth. And because of that, I've been demonized by people that told me they love me. I've been laughed at, ridiculed. If they scared, go to church. Yes, baby. Yes. Look, got the Lovers here, the Page of Swords. And best believe, everybody is watching. Everybody's watching. Look, we got the King of Swords in reverse. Once people realize that they can't take away this love from you, once people realize that they can't delay something from coming into your life, this person, once people realize that this person is not going to juggle your energy, because they have no need to harvest your energy, cipher it, and give it to in spirit and space it out to others, that's when you're going to get the most hate. Once people realize that it didn't work. the slander didn't work. The gaslighting didn't work. The trying to introduce your person to other bitches didn't work. The name calling didn't work. Somebody right now trying to call your person a simp for loving you, for being just as obsessed with them as they are with you. Somebody wants to say they're a simp. And for the weak and the ignorant, it would have worked. But now it's not working, and you got people mad at you, and there's people mad at your person. For some of you, you feel, no, it's both. You both feel this hate coming towards y'all. Y'all know that it's not just, this person don't look at it as my person is being attacked. They look at it as we being attacked. We being attacked. They don't like us. We got workaholic here. And I feel like something about you being in this connection with your person, honoring the Most High, all the work that you've put in this far, where you felt like you work your fucking thumbs off and nothing comes from it, them blessings about to come in because you were obedient. Because you were obedient. God is like, you weathered the storm through all the attacks, through all the smear campaigns, through all the evil eye. You stayed down and you still listened to me? Oh, baby, you're about to get rewarded. Handsomely. You're about to get rewarded. Because God said, I gave you free will. And I knew this was hard. I made sure that this person, I knew that when you and this person came together, I tried to build you up so much that you will be able to weather the storm, because I knew this was going to be hell. I knew you and this person were going to have to walk through hell together to get to where I'm at. And when I say walk through hell together, I ain't saying other bitches, third parties. Okay, let's clock that. Let's clock that. Because that ain't a part of the shit. Okay? When I say been through things with your person, we ain't talking about other bitches. No, that's not what we talking about. Look, devil with the chariot. The chariot speaks of success coming inevitably as long as you keep motion going. The devil is here, though. Didn't I just say you stayed the course? You stayed obedient? Despite all the spell work, all the evil eye, all the slander, you stayed obedient? See, Holy Spirit, message reflective. Burdens. See, that's another thing. The devil is going to try to put obstacles and situations in your path to try to make you look at this person like, damn, is this why I'm going through this? Judgment. But I feel like not only you, but this person in your life is going to be able to see. We got doll here. The bigger picture. That none of this shit has worked. And that this is a spiritual journey that is aligned with their path. Somebody's going to realize, like, I feel like for some of you, you're bringing this person closer to God, or they're bringing you closer to God. Take how it resonates. We got to rest. And just like those burdens was coming in, you're going to see, after you weather through that storm, there will be a period of rest. There will be a period of everything going the way it's supposed to go. But can you stand the rain? Everybody likes sunny days. Yeah, the star. God said you're protected and I see you. I also feel like somebody's saying too, your ancestors are my ancestors. My ancestors are your ancestors. And something about the ancestral realm has coordinated or approved or ordained something, which is why can nobody here take it apart, because God first approved it, and then your ancestors were like, please, can this happen? Look, we got sorrow here. This is for the individuals, I feel like, that refuse to let go of your energy. You and this person both have people in your life that are hanging on to you energetically and that are crying over you right now. Both of y'all. I hear my godson. I hear y'all godson, my son. I hear his little feet. Let's get one more. The Magician. With the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. Attraction is here. The King of Pentacles. Baby, it's only up from here. You get what you want. You get what you want out of this life. You get the person. You get the abundance. You get it. And you getting that allows the people around you to get that as well. That's really meant and really wanted the best for you. Because some of these people around, they didn't understand that they was working from the enemy. They didn't know. They was working from their lower vibrations. They were working from their insecurities, their hurts, their pains. But that healing is coming. So don't just allow obstacles to arise and you feel like this is not your person. Look at the transformation that happens. Acknowledge how you and this person evolve together and individually. Judge them by their fruits. I thank you so much for just allowing me to be on y'all. Allowing me to read for you and to be a part of your journey in this aspect. If you are interested in booking a reading, holla at me. I have all that information in my description box below. Or you can DM me on here or Instagram. I will never DM you. Ever, 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 ever. I do not text first. Okay? Never in my life have I ever felt like, let me text this random person and tell them anything. Never. Never happened. So don't get scammed, guys. This is my only account. Okay? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I feel like the next reading I do, either if it's today that I go live or tomorrow, I do want to do some free questions, yes or no's. Okay? Because y'all have showed some love. So if y'all catch that next live, we can do some of that. We can make some arrangements. All right? But yeah, I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.